You know, I don't know if you know this term. In here they calls it getting chicked.
Yeah.
Do you know that term?
Tjejsmisk in Swedish.
Tjejsmisk.
Yeah.
It's like
And that's like the best thing you can ever give.
that's our favorite. Like getting
But
whooped by a girl.
Mhm.
Like,
Tjejsmisk. It's better.
Welcome to the Low Tide Boyz, a Swimrun Podcast. I'm Chip.
And I'm Chris. And on this special episode, this is part B of our race report of Ötillö Catalina.
Featuring ARKsouls Addnature, Helen and Isabella from Sweden. They came in second place in the female division. They are also the reigning third place team in the Ötillö World Series rankings.
That's right. And just as a preview to this interview, they were super humble. So we kept trying
Overly
to
humble.
we kept trying to pump them up, and they keep just like shooting us down. But trust me, these two ladies are beasts.
They're badass women. And we
they
had
were,
to chat with them.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to get to meet them over the weekend and just kind of hang with them a little bit. And, you know, one of Isabella braided my hair on the boat, which was awesome.
She did
a great
like
job.
4 people's hair.
Yeah, it's like
I thought it was pretty
like
funny.
First she did her own, and I thought that was pretty impressive. And then she did
Yeah.
her partner Helen's. And
I
then,
could barely brush my teeth.
Yeah, so they were really nice, super charming people.
We do want to say this was recorded 3 or 4 hours after the race.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were tired and hungry and had like, you know, 1 beer, which got us drunk pretty much. And same with them. So if it sounds a little bit scattered.
We're also on the beach.
We're also on the beach. And so it was a last minute type of interview, but I'm really happy that we got it and got to chat with them. I thought we really hit it off and had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I would say, so the last thing, we don't want to belabor too much, is that it was really interesting to get a perspective of a top European team on what they thought of this the first American course for an Ötillö race.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool just to get the sort of international perspective on what they thought of it.
For sure. So and no further ado. Enjoy the Ötillö Catalina race recap part B with ARKsouls Addnature with Helen and Isabella.
With us today, we have the team called ARKsouls Team Addnature. We have Isabella, Hedberg, and Helen
What was it?
Wikmar.
Wikmar.
Isabella and Helen are a top international women's team out of Sweden. They've competed in too many swim runs together to even count, apparently, including the Ötillö World Championship in 2019. They got third, by the way. So they're racing it again this year. We're recording this interview on Catalina Island, kind of
hours after
the event, kind of on the beach. You might be able to hear the waves in the back to hear about their race. They came in second. They're a second overall women's team, and this is their first time racing Catalina, just like everybody else. So we thought it'd be really cool to have them on the show to chat about how that went. Welcome.
Thank you.
And congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
And congrats to you too.
Well,
Yeah,
you. I mean,
so,
we survived.
hey.
That's good enough.
So first question is basically, how did the race go?
It was fun.
Yeah. We had a good time.
Yeah, really good.
Should
Both
I?
high and low. You
Yeah,
can start.
but I start, and then you take the good parts.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but we have tactic. Did you say
Oh,
that? Yeah.
yeah.
Tactic, yeah.
Yeah.
Strategy.
Yeah, strategy.
Okay.
That we have kept for all our races that we have done. And that is to be stronger and stronger and stronger instead of
Like progress throughout the
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just cut in here. It's not a tactic. I think it's common sense, and it's
Yeah.
called pacing.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point.
But that's
Hey,
like
Not everyone has the same.
exactly.
Yeah.
And compared to the most of the other teams,
Just shoot right out of a cannon.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this race seemed to make it a little hard because
It was
sort
almost
of right
impossible
off
to
the
do that.
Start,
Yeah, but
You
then
had to
again,
run
we
uphill.
passed a lot of teams. We were like 8th,
Yeah, we
First.
were 8.
Oh.
and then 6th, and then 4th, and then 3rd,
Yeah.
and
and second.
the last 500 meter we became 2nd.
Oh,
On
really?
the beach?
Yeah.
Well, on the
Wow.
No,
500
in the
meters
water.
of the swim.
No, in the water.
In the water.
Okay.
We
Helen swam like
did
a queen.
Did you guys have a cue and you're like, okay, I got this? You just gave like a wink or something or a little shake
Like,
of the
giddy up,
hand
let's
paddle
for when
for when you made the pass of the last team?
No, we
No.
were like, so tired.
You're like,
It
over
was
it.
nothing but just thinking
Just getting
forward,
it done.
forward. Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny. We felt the same way. It was just a couple hours later.
Yeah.
Doesn't
you're-
matter.
Yeah,
The most important thing is to start. Michael told you that, right?
that's true.
And
Yeah, that is one of the
enjoy.
things he says.
And enjoy.
we definitely enjoyed it. I would say.
You
We
did?
have to remember this isn't our race
That's right.
thing. This is theirs.
That's right. Okay, so
Sorry.
back to your race.
Yeah.
So tell us, was there a part of the course that you liked really well, or was there a part where you were just like,
Well, maybe we'll ask you if you were trying to pace it perfectly. Did you feel that you executed on your plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
that's good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Great.
But the differences this race was that usually we are quite alone, like the women's team.
Oh, okay.
But this race there were quite a lot of women's team in where we were at in the course.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that stressed us a bit.
Something
Or
different than
maybe
you-
me more.
Yeah.
Right.
Helen
Well-
more than me.
Yeah.
But it was definitely. Usually we have more of a good time.
Yeah.
The
Like, we
first
can-
part and like
Okay.
We can look at the
cheering and-
butterflies and flowers and
And
Yeah.
it wasn't
Ah.
really like that this
No.
race.
You were just
Okay.
you felt like it was just more
Ugh,
intense
stress.
in terms of
You
Did you
both-
did you
Yeah.
like the yo-yoing and the competitive
No.
like the competitive juices coming out?
No,
or
and we
no?
noticed that.
Okay.
that you noticed that it seemed more competitive.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do
Yeah.
you think
Okay.
that's because it was the first race in the U.S. or?
People want to make a good impression
think
here.
so.
I
in
think
the
so.
States.
Yeah.
I guess
But-
it's the first
but-
race of anything. You
yeah.
wanna.
Yeah.
No one can take that away from
No.
you. Second
Maybe
place.
not
at
as
the first race ever.
like in Sweden. It's like or other races. It's been like fun. Like you. It's like
Like
you talk to the other teams and
Yeah.
answer and happy and like.
so when we
Okay.
pass a team,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we always like good job, girls.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
enjoy.
But today-
Yeah.
But today,
All business.
no,
Yeah.
we.
Or you
told
you were
them.
Oh, you.
Oh,
But no one replied.
oh, okay, I
Interesting.
got
No,
you
no, no,
now.
no.
Okay.
We never do that.
And that
Yeah.
was not only ladies team. That was also
Everybody.
men's.
Oh yeah,
Also
I
men.
mean, you came in probably top 10 overall. I
No,
would-
No,
no.
No?
I don't know, but no.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, the top women's team, Fanny and Desiree.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
in 7th overall.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
Yeah,
plus the
and we
mix.
were
I forgot the mix.
32 minutes. They are amazing, Fanny and
Oh,
Desiree.
yeah.
So they were 32 minutes before us.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's okay.
So what were some
Second
what
place
was
is
some characteristics of the Catalina course that both of you enjoyed or I guess what Isabella, what do you say is your strength? Are you more of a trail runner or hills or are you the swimmer? Are you the fish?
I'm the runner
Okay.
in the long haul, not in the beginning. And Helen is a swimmer, but we are both really good at like technical trails.
Okay.
So we are quite good at the downhill part of today, but it was not really our strength. Our strength is more like rocks and like
Real
hard tricks.
technical,
Yeah,
okay.
real
Or
technical.
European style.
Sky racing
sort
and
of-
stuff.
Yeah, more like that.
switchbacky. Yeah, we chatted with some teams, some Swedish teams, who were like, "Oh yeah, this kind of didn't seem like a traditional. It was more like a obstacle course race," and they weren't super happy. They weren't super happy with the kind of the way the course was set up. What did you guys think about it?
It was, of course, there is improvements. Maybe if you want to do it otherwise, you could do it like over the island, like
Oh, point to point.
Some
Yeah.
some
Some
people
type of point to point.
talk like it's boring to go looping around.
Yeah,
a
and
place.
confusing.
Yeah. But
well,
I
I'm gonna have a
think-
hard time anyway. And
But
I,
that's fun.
I didn't have
You
my
never
compass.
know where you are.
Yeah,
No.
well, you don't need the compass anymore.
I
okay.
know. Well, that put me at a no. I'm
Don't
not.
you have that on your watch?
Oh, maybe.
Yes, you have.
I was
But
too
it's
busy
not
trying not to
mandatory.
look at it.
God, you didn't know.
So-
Like you could race from Two Harbor to Avalon.
But-
maybe.
So
Let-
someone tried it. So the Swimrun monks tried that.
Okay.
And it took them like 9 hours. They finished
No,
in
it's
the
like
dark.
13.
13
Yeah.
hours.
Swimrun monks. We ran with them the last bit.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah. Did you
they're
smoke 'em?
people.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, you guys are professionals, basically.
Isabella said yes. I want that for the record here.
Yeah.
So let's go catch those guys. Okay.
You know, I don't know
We'll
if you
be
know
sure to
this
tell
term in here they calls it getting chicked.
Yeah.
Do you know that term?
Tjejsmisk in Swedish.
Tjejsmisk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like the best thing you can ever give.
That's our favorite. Like,
that's not, yeah.
But
getting whipped by a girl. Like,
Yeah.
Tjejsmisk.
It happens all the
Chase
time to
misk.
me, so I
So
could
you're
care
like,
less.
We're
yeah,
about to
but
go.
then
I was like, go girl.
Yeah.
Well, they usually don't pass us. They just start in front of us and just stay.
Yeah, they never. Yeah, we're never actually in front of them for them to pass again.
Okay, so
Anyway.
But on your question here,
Uh-huh.
the first bit, like going up that hill,
Yeah.
and that's trail run.
Yeah,
In
I mean,
Europe,
that's just
a
trail
European
running.
Yeah, I
trail
mean
run.
that's tough, so that's fun.
Yeah.
But the gravel path you go through in
the
the
fire
end,
road.
Yeah.
that's not our strengths.
no.
Is that just
No.
boring, or you just
it's
don't?
only boring.
Yeah,
Okay.
boring, and it's probably boring because we suck.
Did
Yeah.
you
Oh,
think?
okay.
Well, you guys are obviously super elite, but did you think the swims
No.
were
No,
too?
don't say that. We don't like that.
we're not super
We're not
elite.
super elite. No.
Okay, well,
You're
I-
at,
I'm
you're at
a-
the pointy end.
I'm a mom of 3. Isabella is a mom of 2.
We have like
Work.
well,
and
we're a dad of 2,
Yeah.
and he's a dad of 2, and so you guys still are
Beat us by
amazing.
3 hours.
So how? I'm just curious. So, did you think the swims? Again, some of the feedback we heard is like the swims were so super long and the run sections were short.
yeah,
I guess
it's
that goes to your strength, or
that it's a very uncommon setup
Oh, okay.
to have
So it's
only
a
8
unique.
transitions.
Yeah.
So
But in some races, I think you're referring to that there was a short run between 2 long swims. It appears in some races. You just have to be like prepared for it.
right? It's just like
Yeah.
whatever's gonna get you to the next
Yeah.
island, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
you can't
Right.
really.
Swimrun is
No.
about just taking the best way, and you have to like
The best
endure
decisions,
Right.
whatever comes your
Yeah.
way.
preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like this race, it was the legs were a little bit contrived just to get a swim in, just to kind of like cover some of the distance, and then it's like,
Oh,
we might
yeah.
as well put people on land for a little bit, where you could have just maybe swam a little bit longer or something.
Yeah.
It definitely felt more like a course and not like you're trying to get from A to B.
Mm.
Yeah, like in the original spirit, I guess, of Ötillö, what
Right.
you know, the A to B type of thing. This
Right.
is more like a course.
Yeah.
Now, as a swim heavy person, do you like these ocean swims, or you're the swimmer? Did
In
we
our
agree on
team,
this?
in
yeah.
our
Oh,
team,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
do
not
you
a
like?
swimmer. Yeah, I am, but I'm not a swimmer.
Okay. So do you like these? Do you like these ocean races and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
I love
Did you like the currents and all that
swims.
stuff? That was fun for you?
current.
Like all the
The
currents,
tides
and,
and
the waves
everything.
Yeah.
Were there tides?
Yeah.
I felt
There's
it
always a
Wasn't it
tide.
very?
Yeah,
you know,
but
Yeah,
in
but
the
the 700 swim was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Was fun, but I was
Okay.
actually the first time afraid of going in the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was that.
Because the waves coming
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
gnarly trying to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we made it, and we laughed when we
Yeah.
went up. So
we
Yeah.
made a little spin in the end.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Like-
yeah. A
Yeah.
little wave caught
Yeah.
you. at the end.
I don't know what's
Like,
up and down, and I
no.
don't know where the ocean
We were
is
both
and the
just
beach.
laying
and
like stars on the beach like this. Like, what the fuck happened?
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
probably when
Fuck? Is
you
that
can
a
say
good
that.
word to
it's
use
totally
in
fine.
Oh,
your-
that's
this
fine.
Is
Yeah.
an adult
Yeah.
podcast.
This is an adult.
The boss is here.
Great.
Uh-oh. We almost had someone infiltrate our
So
episode.
you really enjoyed the first half of the course. It was a more competitive field, and the more gravelly roads were, you could do without those, or you would prefer something else. It sounds like. Any
No.
big things we missed, or am I? I don't want to put
no,
words in
it's
your mouth.
that's about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, enjoyed. It was tough, and
Yeah.
we hated them when we were there.
But,
But
we enjoy the
but
pain, maybe.
We enjoyed the
Yeah.
pain. I
Yeah.
think that's a good word. for
Okay.
it.
You've done this race now.
Yep.
Are you guys going to come back and do it next year? Maybe? If,
maybe it's a very long travel,
it's a long
Yeah.
it is a long
Yeah.
trip.
Okay.
and
Um,
the jet lag and like I don't know.
Yeah, the jet lag, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys got
How many
here
hours is that?
like on
9.
Thursday.
9 hours.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
like a whole half day ahead.
Yeah. And actually, this is maybe the off season for us in Sweden.
This is the off season.
off
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, well,
Right,
it's
because
kind
it's
of
like winter
Yeah.
up there.
yeah, but there's no other races during the summer when we would want to race. I guess it might be too hot for that.
Yeah.
Like in
I mean,
Sweden?
there is in Europe, but nothing in
Yeah.
the States.
right.
No,
Yeah.
So-
it's
Yeah.
in November.
Yeah, the races. I mean, there's some local races happening.
November.
Throughout the
There
year.
is one
Oh,
in the States.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
races
Yeah,
in the
but-
States, but nothing in like June through or May.
But you
and
know,
anyway.
they have this airports you can go to. Sweden.
Oh, have you heard about
I'll check
these?
that out, yeah.
we've been invited to go to Sweden already and Poland
and stay
I
in
should
people's
say.
cabins.
Poland.
People
Yes.
invited us to
Oh,
stay in their
nice.
cabins. Yeah, we're gonna make it out there.
Cozy.
But
For
we would
sure.
recommend the race. But
This
maybe
race, yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's
So
a
y-
long
so-
travel.
and
So you'd recommend the race?
Yes.
How?
Let's hear your.
So let's yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay.
You know, you obviously have favorite races that you've done. Where does this one does this one make it into the top 10, top 5,
Yeah.
top 3?
Yeah.
we haven't done like 10.
We haven't.
So
Okay.
top 10 is
Thought you guys have done a bunch of.
Yeah, but it's not one. I mean, we have done some.
Like
me and
repeatedly.
Helen.
Oh,
we have
not
we
always-
haven't
with
known
different
each other for
We'll,
a year.
yeah,
right.
one.
We
We
met-
have like the year day soon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
anniversary coming
Yeah.
up. Oh yeah,
Nice.
That's lovely.
So,
So-
we have done like 8 races, maybe.
I don't know.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Or
So
7?
it's definitely in your top 10. Out of the 8 races, it's in your top
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
That's the type of math we like
yeah.
on the show.
So let's compare this real quick to the traditional Ötillö swimrun race that you get in
European
Europe,
style.
European
Yeah.
style versus American Ötillö race. What do you say?
So
What's the major differences?
the major differences is that it's in Ötillö it's like 51 transitions or something.
Yes.
It felt
25
Yeah.
swims.
but
25
all
runs,
just a lot
25
shorter then.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, it's
up an
half the
island
distance.
and down again, and up
Okay.
an island and down again.
Yeah.
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 And but also I think the longest swim is 1600.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
And
like
we
that.
had a
Right.
couple,
Yeah,
you
there
know, we had
was-
like
One.
4 swims that were over 1K.
Yeah.
So that's not common
Yeah.
to have.
Okay.
No.
It felt really long.
Yeah.
When we
But I mean,
Especially
the
the last one.
Yeah.
the race in Croatia has
Mhm.
a swim that it's 3K.
That's right.
Whoa.
Yes.
Do you get a
That's
boat?
like
So
the
there
longest-
is
that's almost
none
like
like,
an Ironman.
European
No,
style.
nothing-
Every race is
no.
very different.
Every
Uh-huh.
race is very different, and I think that's what's so special about Ötillö, that it's not the same thing. If you go to Engadin
Mhm.
in Switzerland, it's not the same sections. You do
No, it's not
every-
an ocean. It's
Right.
like calm
So-
water and
and
other
that's
races.
fun because you can pick the race that suits you.
Yeah.
If you're a good swimmer, maybe not the 3K. Maybe the 3K
Yeah.
in Croatia. And if you're
That's Hvar.
Yeah.
How do you say
Hvar.
it? Hvar.
Hvar.
Croatia.
Okay.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
They follow us on Instagram, the Chamber of Commerce. So
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
do?
didn't even know that.
They like the Low Tide Boyz.
That's cool.
Oh, cool.
So here's the question that we kind of ask everybody
Mhm.
at the end is, what do you see as the 1 or 2 things that would help swimrun grow in the United States? As having, you know, you've seen it take off, and you have been in the sport for many years.
No.
No.
You've been in the
Several
sport for several years, and
No,
you
no.
have done a
You know,
coup-
in the intro to this, we just have to remember to put they're extremely modest.
you've done more than us, and you've seen the sport grow, at least maybe within a year or whatever. What do you two think as what will help it grow in the U.S.? Obviously, besides having more races or anything like that, but what do you see as a
Maybe
factor?
to, as it isn't. I mean, it's an extreme sport,
Okay.
but it's not really. Everyone can do it. So
Yeah.
we have to get rid of that extreme sport
Okay.
stamp.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I
That
like
makes
that. Yeah, I
sense.
mean,
So I mean, I could.
It
take
seems really tough, and if you tell your coworker, they're like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, actually, no. I mean, can you run a mile?
Yeah.
Can you swim 400?
Yeah.
Then you could probably do the experience or the sprint.
Yeah, and I mean, swimrun is not only, you don't have to race.
Do it for fun, yeah.
You do it the way we do it.
Yeah, you
we
can
just have a fun
trying
adventure.
Not to die.
Yeah.
Or you can go and have an adventure with your friends. You don't have to go to a race and have an adventure.
And what do you think, Isabella?
I think maybe the same. I don't like how it's portrayed like this.
Is that only in the States that it's portrayed like that?
No,
okay.
It's overall like this is sometimes using like quotations.
Okay, quotes, air quotes.
Guy sport, like this is so
oh, it's like
cool.
a dude, like a dude,
macho,
like
oh my
I'm
God,
like,
this
I'm
is
like
so
a Navy
extreme.
SEAL. Yeah.
And like
Interesting.
So me and Isabella, we try, and a lot of other women in Sweden. I know you talk to
Wild Swimrun, yes.
Yeah.
We're trying to get more girls and women into the sport because you see on the start list, it's so
really bad,
especially the longer distances.
Yes,
it was
yes.
very.
And
that's a good point.
Yeah.
What can we do to help? Like what, as you know, if people want to help and help get more women
besides having super humble but still really badass
female
level women
level
on the show.
swim runners.
Yeah.
What
I would like to meet them.
Well, we'll get a mirror for you.
Let our fans know I just almost dislocated an eyeball, rolling my eyes.
Chris's eyes almost fell out. So where was I going?
So they can follow us on Instagram.
Oh yeah, they can follow
and get
you.
inspired by us, maybe.
Yeah.
And
we'll link all your @handles on the show notes.
Yes.
So.
I have one more thing.
Go for it.
I think because we were here with like all our gear and like pull buoys and paddles and like and I saw this one today in the race like running with the pull buoy in her hand, like
oh, that's cute.
They don't know how to do anything or like what gear is good or how you do it. Like
okay,
I think that information needs to get out because
so
it's no fun to do it.
Yeah,
if it's super tough.
So me and Isabella had an idea a half year ago that we would go here like 2 weeks earlier and have a road trip along the coast and ask everyone to come and try our stuff.
Yeah,
the gear we can show everyone.
Yeah, and then ARK pays for that road trip.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's a lot of something along those lines.
We are not so fancy. We can like sleep in a van. It's okay.
No, but also I remember that I had 3 kids and a husband. So
okay,
yeah.
We'll find someone else who can do it.
Yeah. It's so how do you balance that? Because obviously you need to spend a lot of time training. You got families.
It's hard.
Early mornings.
You'll have to cut other things.
How often do you train together?
Me with her. Yeah. We don't live even on the same side of the country.
The same
so
planet.
you guys, you guys just show up to races and you're like high five and go.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Well, man, you sure make me feel bad about myself. Like Chris and I, we literally hang out 5 times a week, and we train 4 or 5 times, but we have fun.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Well, it's late. You guys had an awesome race.
We're all
I want to thank you so much.
We have a lot of questions to you about your race. Yeah.
About our race?
Oh, well, that's coming out later.
Well, you'll have to listen to our show.
Maybe you want to have this included in your...
Please. What's your highlight of the race?
I actually, so the last swim run that we did, we had some issues with sighting and swimming. Not the lines. We could have taken better lines on the swim.
Yeah.
I felt, and I looked at the Strava files after. It looked like someone drew it on.
Yeah, our sighting is really good today.
we rotate. Thank you. We rotate during the swim too, so that's both of us. And he doesn't wear his glasses when he's swimming too, which is even
miracle.
He's swimming blind.
Yeah, because I can't touch my eyeballs, so I can't wear.
He won't wear contacts.
So I can sight. So I usually lead the swims out, and then Chipper will take over, and then I'll take over when we can see the finish, the
flag
buoy or something, and then I'll bring it home.
Yeah, I just see a giant orange blob. I'll just go that way.
Do you know that they make the swim glasses?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that I don't know. I like the kind I have, and I actually can't get those prescription.
No, it's easier also to have a friend that helps out in the end.
Oh yeah, well that's
that's
what we do.
Yeah.
That's I mean we're like the true sense of a team.
Yeah. No, so it was a good race. I thought it was.
So that
great.
was the highlights.
And we finished, and
I mean,
you didn't get to finish. Last race you were.
Who's conducting this interview?
Me.
I'm
taking over.
Who's interviewing you?
The Swedes are taking over.
Okay, so we came here. Both of us, the Low Tide Boyz, came here. I would say for 3 reasons. One, we just wanted to have a challenge. Obviously, meet you two.
Yeah.
We signed up for the race. We knew it was Ötillö was coming to the U.S. for the first time, so we wanted to do it.
We wanted to do that. We wanted to obviously meet the whole community and see a lot of people who we've been interacting with and have like a fun, challenging adventure for our stage in our life. And we checked all those off.
I would say a fourth to that is, we started this podcast not very long ago, and
we're surprised.
We're surprised at the feedback, but I think one thing that we needed to get some credibility for the show, because our show is geared towards beginners, and we're just trying to put out good content in the U.S. Because, like you said, no one knows what to do, no one knows anything. So that's the type of content we're putting out. I think we had to do this type of race just to give us that little bit of credibility that we could finish one. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, how bad would that have been? So I'm glad we did that, and I think there's obviously room for improvement,
Yeah.
But
one more question.
Okay.
Did you are you besties when you do this, or are you yelling at each other? Or
no. We get
very
along very well.
We're actually really good partners.
We finish each other's sandwiches.
Oh,
that's
amazing.
We're very good partners, and I think.
I mean, and that kind of goes to, some weeks we're doing Saturday morning. We both have 2 kids, young, 10 months and 6, and then we have old girls as well. But hey, I'll pick you up at 4:30. We're gonna go run for 3 or 4 hours, and we're back home before everyone's up. Kind of thing.
We have a couple rules.
This is what we have.
You can only bail on a workout once a week.
Yep.
But kids cancel.
Kids cancel. You can't bail on a workout after 10.
Yeah.
Because we're usually waking up early and the person's already asleep. And we've been working out together for a really long time, whether it was triathlon or ultra running. We've done a lot of events together. We're like each other's kind of like accountability partner.
Yeah.
So I think when I wanted to do Swimrun, he's one of the first people I asked, because you have to be able to.
Yes.
I knew he'd say yes.
You're stupid.
I'm dumb enough to say I agree
exactly.
too.
It's like, hey, you want to go to Maine?
Well,
sure, okay. And I knew that we could solve problems together. I think the longer these races go, the more of these things happen, where you have to something happens, you got to solve it. Swim is sketchy, you got to think ahead.
And we know what's going on. Like, he can't bullshit me about, how are you feeling? And I'm like, okay, man, what's up? Like, when
you have to be true.
Yeah, we have to be honest.
That swim that you were talking about that you were scared of, he was kind of rushing. He was going to rush in, and I stopped him. I was like, no, we actually need to line this up, and I should go first because I grew up swimming in waves like this.
You have these talks? No wonder you are like...
Well, it was quick.
I imagine
you don't take time to talk?
Isabella, stop. I'm really hungry now.
Oh, shit, that's what we do. I'm like, hold on, I want to get, if there are more oranges here, I'd love to get a couple oranges. So we're spending 2 or 3 hours in transitions and at the feed stations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God, you have to stop.
As long as you have fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
as long as you have fun.
Okay. It's very important to have a good team, though, in Swimrun.
Yeah, I think...
Obviously.
I think you guys touched on it. Anything you're doing athletically, if you're not a professional or making a living off of it, it should be enhancing your life.
Yeah.
If it's a pain in the butt and you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this and then like, just don't do it. Find something else.
7 hours with one person. If it's not a fun person,
that's true.
That's not even a record for us. 7 hours together in a race.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I have another question.
Okay.
Okay.
You just cut out my try to segues into ending this interview.
I know.
We have the whole night.
Hold on, that's my.
I know.
I just heard my
When
alarm.
are you coming
go
to
bed.
Sweden?
Pardon?
When are you coming to
Oh
Sweden?
my gosh.
To race?
We
Well,
wanna
we have to
go.
bring the whole family too.
We want to go. We
Yeah.
definitely want to do a race next year in Sweden.
Yeah.
We don't know which one.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to do Ötillö.
Yeah. It's quite
Where's
cold.
that?
It's cold.
Is that
Really
So,
cold.
have you seen
What's cold?
the level?
we got
of-
we got good
Who's
insulation.
got
cold?
good inspiration.
No, the water.
The water.
Ötillö.
Yeah,
Ötillö.
but you're not.
We'll be
Cold.
fine. Yeah, we'll be fine.
In
it
water?
was 5
No.
degrees Celsius in the water.
5 degrees.
5
But
plus.
this year
What's that in
we haven't
American?
had any ice or almost any snow,
Yeah,
so it
maybe
will be
this
warm.
year. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
What's the air
Ute.
temperature?
I don't think we can make it work this year.
You know, Swedish summer it's maybe 13. No, maybe.
Actually, my
Like
kids
today,
are
maybe.
like a quarter or 20% Swedish.
They are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They
fit
look.
right in.
My daughter has blonde hair and like
blue eyes.
blue
Yeah.
eyes and stuff.
And
Mine
stuff.
don't.
Yeah, and that's like the most anyway.
But yes, we want to
Okay.
go. We really want to go to Europe and do some of the original
Yeah.
races. We obviously would like to do the World Championship at some point, but we want to
we have to earn our.
we want to earn it, and we
Mhm.
want
Cereal.
to. It's gonna take us a while. I mean, there's so much room for improvement. for us.
2030
Yeah.
maybe will
Like
be.
this is so we did our first swim run in 2018, and then we both had
Uh,
children. The next year,
I did my first 2017.
I did my first 2018.
Well,
Wow.
you guys are just okay. Well, that's awesome.
No, what did you do before? What sort of collegiate
I didn't. I was
athletics? High school swimmer.
90K fat
She
mom.
has been swimming
Well, with
3 years.
I
Okay.
started swim 3 years ago.
So you're just a natural. So we
What
can.
about you?
No, I'm not a
2
natural.
years ago.
I have been fighting for this. Or do you say
This is
fighting?
one.
Yeah,
I've
you've been working.
You've
hard,
been working
super
hard. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not trying to discount any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some natural abilities that some
There has
of
to be
us,
some talent in
Yeah,
there.
Probably. But I
the boys,
swim
ain't
like
blessed with.
5 times a week.
Yeah.
I do 4.
Wow.
That's impressive.
We basically need to get up to 4.
Yeah,
we do
we-
3 on a good week.
and we'll
one
have a
in
good
open
week,
water.
and then we're like, that was really good. And then it's Wednesday, and we're like, shit, we should start swimming.
Yeah.
It's
I'm like, I'm
hard,
just
though.
gonna go at lunch.
Yeah.
It's like
But
you're not
swimming
gonna
is
make it.
the threshold is a little bit higher.
Yeah,
than-
it takes an hour
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
changed
Yeah,
and
I
drive.
know.
And anyway, we
Yeah, just
really
technique and everything.
appreciate
Okay.
you
Are
two.
you trying to
Well,
end
now
this
we're gonna wrap it up.
Now we have to.
I'm gonna fall
I
asleep.
have
time.
another question.
And we're hungry.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Remember?
Let them go.
It's
kidding.
it's 10:15.
We'll just
local
leave
time.
this here. You can
Yeah.
play your own podcast show.
Karaoke
Honey,
night.
Okay.
Yeah.
It took them like 2.5 hours less than us. So
Yeah, we expended way more energy than you did.
Yeah, you
we got
have.
Way
our
more
money's worth.
calories.
Congratulations
Yeah.
for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we needed it though. So thank you guys so much for being on the show. It was great to meet you this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And,
too?
Lots of
we look
Instagram
forward to
in real
connecting
life
with you guys
people.
again, and maybe we'll do another interview when you guys win the world championship this year.
Oh no!
Whoa.
I just said that. I just said that.
Oh.
No,
That's
no, no,
I
happening.
just said that.
I can edit their
I
mics
just said
out
that.
so they won't.
It's
we won't
out.
we won't hear any of that. It'll just
It's
be
already
us.
happened.
You'll cut in some other.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you guys
and
so
cheers.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Low Tide Boyz, a Swimrun podcast. Make sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast and leave a review on iTunes if you're so inclined.
You can also sign up for a newsletter at lowtideboys.com. That's boys with a Z. And check out our meme page at The Low Tide Boyz on Instagram. If you have any questions or suggestions for the show, drop us an email at lowtideboys@gmail.com.
We'd like to thank Writing Easy Records for our show music, and of course our wives for their support and tolerance of our swimrun activities, hobbies, and other bullshit we do.
Finally, you can support our efforts on Patreon. Until next time, get out there and go for a swim.
And then a run,
And then another swim.
then another run,
And then another swim.
and then run to the finish line. And just keep going until you're done.
Yes. Or
until
run
you
to
cross the finish line.
or run to the car.
Or run to your car.
Somewhere. Just keep running.
Peace.
Peace.
Only happiness.